Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you my September wrap up. I'm really excited. I read 13 books this month, so let's get right into it.
About to leave, already packing.
So the first book I read this month was Fertile and My Ex-Boyfriend's Dungeon. And this was really fun. It was a smutty choose your own adventure monster romance, and so basically our heroine is kidnapped by her boyfriend and he shoves her into this like dungeon filled with all of these monsters and like creatures, and so she goes through each level or like the dungeon, and you get to choose which monsters she gets with, and you can do this as many times as you want. You can choose different paths. I really enjoyed it. It was fun, smutty, not a lot of plot. I gave this one 3 stars, and then I read the second one, which is like a polyamorous one because she also like meets this other woman that he kidnapped that was his like ex-girlfriend, and she's like an elf, and so he brings her in, and so they kind of get together on their own, and then they get together, the girls, with the monsters. So that was really interesting. I give this one also 3 stars. These were fun. I guess you could definitely read these for spooky season. I think they would be perfect. So definitely go check it out if you want to. They're on Kindle Unlimited. So the next book I read was When Villains Rise by Gianna Darling. I give this book 5 stars. Incredible. So good. So this is a mafia, hate to love, like slow burn, angsty romance. And so the basic like plot of this book is that our heroine, Elena, she is on like Dante's team of lawyers. She's a lawyer, and so Dante is being framed for a murder that he didn't commit of this high mafia like person in New York, and so she is trying to help him like not be sent to jail and like get him out of this whole mess basically. And so she ends up having to stay with him at his house for like legal reasons, some lawyery thing, but it's a slow burn angsty romance, and Elena definitely gives me Nesta Archian vibes. Like, she's very prickly. She doesn't let a lot of people in because of past trauma, and we really see that in this book, and she has so much character development throughout this whole duet. And I just love both of these characters. I love Dante. He's so patient and sweet with Elena. He's this big, gruff man, but he is definitely a cinnamon hero with her. And definitely the second book felt like had a lot more action. It felt kind of like a James Bond movie. I don't know. I really loved the second book and the first book. Gave these both 5 stars. So if you're looking for a good mafia duet to binge read, definitely go check this out. I'm pretty sure it's on Kindle Unlimited, but I absolutely love this. So the next book I read was Never Seduce a Scot by Maya Banks. This is a Highlander historical romance, and so our heroine, she was in an accident a couple years ago, and she lost her hearing, so she is deaf, and her family and friends and the people around her and her clan think she's an invalid, and so her parents and her family are really worried about marrying her off, and so her father and basically like the king declared that these 2 rival clans, hers and this other one, need to have her marry like the laird of that clan. And so she does, and when she gets there, his clan absolutely hates her, but he's kind of this protective hero, and so he really protects her he tries to protect her from the wrath of his clan, and we slowly see them accept her, and it was really beautiful, and I really liked it. And he was just so sweet and protective over her, and he was like one of the first people to realize that it's not an invalid. She can understand things, she can read lips, but she lost her hearing, and so he was really respectful to her about that and really tried to make sure that she could understand people and try as much to have people know that she couldn't hear, and so that people would like turn towards her so she could read lips. And stuff like that. But I really love this book. There was some really good action towards the end. Definitely go check it out if you want a good Highlander romance. And also, In Bed with a Highlander is another book by Maya Banks. It's so good. Love that one too. Gave them both 5 stars, so definitely go check it out. So the next book I read was Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. And this is a mafia, marriage of convenience, hate to love romance between two like rival mafias. So it's the Italian mafia and the Irish mafia. And so the like mafia princess of this like big mafia family goes to this party of like the Irish mafia family, and she accidentally sets the house on fire. And so her father finds out and is just really mad at her, so he decides to make a deal with the Irish mafia family for her and their son to marry, and so they do. And she, like, this book was amazing. There was some fun like hate to love stuff and like situation things that the author put in that I loved. Like, one of the things was that she literally like poisoned him on her wedding day because she knew he was allergic to strawberries, so he like she poisoned him, which I thought was really funny. But then they start to have this amazing chemistry and kind of this like angry love, which I really like in books. And they get together and it's amazing, and he's very like alpha hole, very protective of her once they finally let each other in, which I loved. This was so great. Gave it 5 stars. Need to read more of Sophie Lark's books, so if you have any recommendations, definitely in the comments below. Give me some recs for Sophie Lark because I don't really know where to go next. Okay, so the next book I read was The Pool Boy by Nikki Sloan. I gave this one 5 stars. This is a age gap forbidden romance, kind of rockstar romance too. I read this for a reading vlog of Reading Jess from Peace Love Books favorite books, so if you want to hear more of my thoughts, go check that out down below. I also read Ricochet for that reading vlog by Kristen Becker Ritchie. Loved it so much. Love Lillian Lowe. It's a short novella in the Addicted series, so definitely go check out the reading vlog if you want to hear more of my thoughts. And then I read It Ends With Us. That was the last one I read for the reading vlog by Colleen Hoover. Loved it, gave it 5 stars. Super emotional, but didn't like rip me apart emotional like A Love Letter to Whiskey by Katie Steiner, but so good. And I actually heard that it's going to be turned into a movie, which is super exciting. And they just finished the script of the movie for it, so I'm so excited for that. The next book I read was Priest by Sierra Simone. I really liked this book. I gave it 4 stars. So this is a priest romance, and our heroine, we actually get this whole book through the hero's perspective, but our heroine, she goes in to like the confessional and confesses some things from her past to our hero, and he's very intrigued by her and instantly kind of has this infatuation with her. And he used to be kind of like a party boy, like really into having lots of sex, but now since he is a priest, he doesn't do that because he doesn't want to break his vows and stuff. So she keeps coming back to the church because she thinks that Catholicism, the Catholic Church, will help her with her past and what she has gone through. And so they both really have this strong chemistry towards each other, but he doesn't want to break his vows because of something that happened in his past with his sister, and his sister was some bad things happened to her because of the church, and that's why he is a priest, so he could fix those things. But he just really liked her and is just really attracted to her, and so they start doing some stuff, and it's really good. The first half of this book was going to be 5 stars. It was beautifully written, loved it. And then the second half kind of went downhill. It got a little boring, kind of dragged on a little bit, and the ending was very predictable of why they would break up, which really annoyed me. So that's why I'm giving this 4 stars, but still overall really enjoyed this book. Definitely recommend. And I've also heard that the series gets better and better after each book, so I'm definitely going to continue on. I really love Sierra Simone's writing, and specifically I've heard Sinner's really good, so I'm super excited for that one. The next book that I read this month was Damaged Like Us by Kristen Becker Ritchie. This is a bodyguard MM romance. So freaking good. So this is a spin-off series of the Calloway Sisters and the Addicted to You series by Kristen Becker Ritchie. And our hero is the son of Lillian Lowe from the Addicted series. And the authors just perfected this so much. Like, this is their kid, Moffy. His name is Maximoff, and it's just like the vision of what I would imagine their kid to be, and all of the characters just were the same. It felt nostalgic, it felt amazing, even though I'm not even done with the Addicted series or the Calloway Sisters series. knew I wanted to start this, and I loved it so freaking much. So good. Give it 5 stars. It's a great bodyguard romance. They kind of both been pining after each other for a long time. Absolutely adored it, so definitely go check it out. And you don't have to read the Addicted series or Calloway Sisters series to read this one. Okay, so the next book I read was Real by Kennedy Ryan. This is a Hollywood Renaissance like movie kind of romance. So basically our heroine, she had a falling out with her sister, which really distanced her from her family. I don't want to spoil anything, but it was pretty interesting, by the way. But anyways, she basically, her whole life dream has always wanted, she's always wanted to be an actress on Broadway and just doing anything. She loves acting, and so she gets a part on Broadway, and our hero goes to see her because like he went with his friend, and his friend is friends with her. And so when he sees her, the hero is actually working on a movie about this woman named Desi Blue, who was a singer in the 40s, 50s, and 30s. And so when he's been looking for the maid lead for months, and so when he sees her playing on Broadway, he's like, instantly, that's who I want as Desi Blue, which is the woman who they are making the movie about. And so he gets her for the movie, and so over the course of making the movie together, they slowly fall in love, and it's so cute. I really liked it. Our main character, our heroine, she has lupus, so keep that in mind, and some things go down with her health. But I really enjoyed it. I honestly loved Desi Blue's story even more than the romance. I thought that story was really interesting and fun, and it really brought a nostalgic feeling from The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I love that book so much. So definitely go check it out. Great romance, great other story threaded through this one. I'm giving it 5 stars. Absolutely adored this book. The next book I read this month was The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. This was so hyped on TikTok, but so worth it. Absolutely loved it. So this is a fake dating romance about 2 scientists, and so our heroine, her best friend has wanted to date this guy for a while, but the heroine had dated him, and she's totally fine with her best friend dating him, but the best friend just doesn't feel morally right about it, and so she sets up this thing, the heroine, where she acts, well, she doesn't accidentally, she purposely kisses this professor that works at the school. She kisses him, and he's totally thrown off guard, but that was like one of the best kisses I've ever read about in a book. And so she, right after that, they start kind of fake dating, and he doesn't really have any reason for helping her, but we kind of find out later. And it was so cute, and the best friend starts dating the other guy, but that doesn't really matter. And so I love this book so freaking much. It was amazing. They had like cute like coffee dates every Wednesday, and he would always complain about like how she got like the most sugar-filled drink, like a pumpkin spice latte at Starbucks and stuff like that, which I thought was really cute. And I just love this book so much. Very unique. Really liked it. She's also a like researcher in biology, so he wasn't her teacher, but he was just a teacher at the school at Princeton. And so it was so good, and the ending I thought was going to take a turn that I usually don't like, but it didn't. So this book was just perfect. One of my top 10 reads ever, probably of this year too. Definitely go check it out. It is worth the hype. Give it 5 stars. The last book I read was Enamored by Gianna Darling. This book was good. I usually really love Gianna Darling's writing. And the first half of this book was really good, like 5 stars. Or 4.5 stars or whatever, but it started to decline towards the end. It got kind of cheesy. It felt like it was dragged on way too long. But anyways, this duet is our heroine. She was sold into sexual slavery by her father, and so it has a lot of BDSM aspects, and then there's this like kind of like secret society on the side that we see, but which I'm not going to give you a lot of info because I would spoil it, but it was really good. I really enjoyed the first book. I didn't enjoy the second book as much, but I still really liked the couple and the characters. Check it out if you're into that. There was lots of kink in this, so if you're not into that, then I wouldn't read this book, but it's definitely dark. I did enjoy it. I like the first book more, but I still liked the second book. So that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed hearing what I read in September. I read some really good books, some of my favorites of all time now. Definitely let me know down below what books you have been reading and loving. I would love to know. But I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.